Hi guys, SwifTs here and today I'm bringing you another episode of my FIFA 17 Millwall career mode series. This is Season 2 episode 2A. This will be 3 parts. This is the flash review of Invasion. I was originally going to do this all as one review, Invasion. It's too much to talk about. I'm going to do it in 3 separate parts due to the amount of FIFA I'm going to be talking about as well. And we've only got 18.5 minutes. I've got 2.5 pages of the Invasion episode to cover, a full page of FIFA to talk about as well. So let's get straight into it. Group table in pre-season currently is I can't even fucking read. Adamaspor with 4 points and 3 goal difference. Gaziantepspor 2 points and 0 goal difference. We are in third with 2 points and 0 goal difference. And Karabaspor is on 1 point with -3 goal difference. We are currently playing the group leaders, Adamaspor. This is the final group game. The team we played though was Donnarumma, Guerin, Hutchinson, Duidar, Cummings, Butcher, Figueroa, Wild, Gregory Rao, Connor Chaplin. And before we get into the review, actually no it's not, I'm going to do 1 page of review and talk about some FIFA in a minute. So Invasion, the Flash, part 1 of the Invasion crossover. We start off with Barry and Oliver in danger outside of Star Labs against the rest of the heroes. Yeah, the crossover technically hasn't started yet, but it does because it's like they did this a few times in the first couple of seasons, where they'd show something from the episode and go earlier that day. It's pretty much what they did this time. Wally is already running out Mach 2, so that's fucking fast already. Barry went Mach 2 in the end of season 1 when he went back in time to save his mum, but he didn't in that timeline. Iris doesn't want Wally to be a hero, so she tells the rest of the team not to encourage him basically. Caitlin tries to get Cisco to be friends with Barry. They're like, yeah, let's go to dinner, me, you. Barry was like, nah, nice try, fuck you, basically. HR wants Star Labs to be opened as a museum. That's obviously something big to the comic book fans. I still need to read the comic books, I just haven't found the time, unfortunately. I will get them done shortly. By get them done, I mean I'm going to start them shortly, hopefully. A meteor is heading for downtown Central City. It wasn't a meteor though, they said it was, but it wasn't. It was actually the spaceship of Invasion, obviously. Barry touches it and goes flying, and when he lands, a bunch of aliens run out from the spaceship, and yeah. Lila then tells Barry to meet her at Star Labs, because she knows stuff. The aliens are called the Dominators. In 1951 they attacked. It's the first and only attack currently that they actually made. And it wasn't pretty basically. Lila then tells the Team Flash to stand down because they've got it under control. But Barry's like, they're aliens. Argus has not got this under control. So he's like, he couldn't do it by himself, so he goes to get the team. He goes to Star City first and recruits Team Arrow, aka Oliver, Dig and Thea. They help, but Felicity is obviously beyond the mic, so she's part of it helping as well. The rest of the recruits the recruits actually aren't in this episode, they're in the Arrow episode. Certain people are only in it due to their actual episodes. Barry saves Oliver and Dig from the vigilante because they're about to get killed, or not killed, but they're about to get shot. It looked like it anyway. If it was a normal episode of Arrow, that wouldn't have happened. He tells the team about the aliens, and Barry insists to get the Legends with obviously Oliver knew where they were. He's been in Legends a couple of times, Barry not so much. His voice has been in it though. Yeah, anyway, he hasn't been in it yet. Where are we? All of the teams set up at a hangar, which is really good to the not really good, but it's very what's the word? It's got a lot of focus from all the comic book fans. Obviously, I'll know more about it once I read it. Star Labs own it, which basically means Barry owns it because all of that got handed down to him. Legends show up on the jump ship. Everyone besides Haywood and Vixen, they stay on the Wave Rider, like I said, to their respective shows. Some of them do not play or take part in the episode. I said play because I looked at FIFA. He did make 5 half-time substitutions. We made one early on in this first half due to an injury. That was Callum Butcher came off because he's now out for 7 months, unfortunately. Thompson came on in front of him, I think. Yep. The other 5 substitutions we made shortly after was Handyman came on for Figueroa, Ferguson came on for Wild, Philpott came on for Rao, O'Brien came on for Gregory and Griffiths come on for Chapin. Back to the review though, because we've got a lot more to talk about. Diggs' reaction to the jump ship coming or disappearing out of nowhere. He says, "You know, I've never done drugs because I was always afraid of CBS stuff." Don't know why I did a random accent. That was like a Texas accent, sort of. Nowhere near, but it probably was. Barry and Cisco to go to Earth 38 to get Cara Zor-El, aka Supergirl. That's where the Tatians were finding Barry when he obviously disappeared in season 2 for zero time at all in his time. Barry introduces everyone to Supergirl, and Diggs' reaction is brilliant. His reaction is, she goes, "What, mate?" He says, "This is super," or "This is my friend Cara Danvers," as she's known on her Earth, Supergirl. And then Jax goes, "What makes her so super?" She just flies in the air and uses her heat vision, creates the S sign like Clark Kent did a lot in Smallville, season 7 and 8, just to know where he was basically. And Dig goes, "I'm convinced." It's brilliant. His reaction is just brilliant. The Dominators have a device. We'll hear more about that in a few points probably. Cara remembers everybody's name, so she learns them quite quick in the episode. Don't know how long it took her. Iris didn't know that Oliver was the Green Arrow. Obviously, she didn't even know in the original timeline that he was Arrow, because when the rest of Star Labs found out in season 1, Iris didn't know that Barry was the Flash. So that was that. The Dominators killed people and experimented on people on Krypton, so Cara already knew a bit about them anyway, so that gives them quite a bit of an advantage. Cisco, what's this? Oh, Cisco wants Oliver to be in, like, people didn't know who was in charge, so Cisco says he trusts Oliver, so he wants him to be in charge. But then Oliver was like, "Appreciate it, Cisco, but Barry puts together, he'll be in charge." Like, the bromance between them is fucking brilliant. Ray finishes his new Atom suit, so that's brilliant as well. Atom suit number 2 is already been made. Ray tells Barry that Snark killed himself so that the legends could live on, obviously making him a hero, which is obviously brilliant. Second page, bloody hell, we're getting through this quite quick. Felicity notices that Cisco is being a bitch towards Barry, but Cisco doesn't want to freaking accept it yet. Stein and Jax, I know Barry technically killed his brother, but come on now. He's just lost his father in the most distraught way. He's a superhero. He feels the most pain. Cisco is being a bitch. Stein and Jax, however, show Oliver and Barry the future message, obviously Barry's message from 2056 that we've seen on Legends a few times already. Barry explains the meaning of it, like he said, to all three of them in the trailer. So yeah, he went back in time to save his mother. Don't know why I said that. I need to tell you, he just made his own aberrations, basically. Where are we? Oliver understands the mistake. He goes, "Barry, you're a superhero, it's part of the job." Mistakes are part of the job anyway. Stein gets more memory flashes of the mysterious woman he keeps having in Legends, but it transfers over to this. He wants to get escorted home by Caitlin, because Caitlin shows up. He goes, "Are you alright?" She goes, yeah, "Can you escort me home?" Or something like that. Not them exact words, obviously. The entire team get absolutely battered by Supergirl, and all she does is just sit there in the air. Literally, everyone's just firing everything at her and Atom. Or yeah, just go with Ray. Goes to punch her, he just throws him on the floor, gets absolutely fucked. The president gets taken by the Dominators, and Wally gets angry at everyone for not being allowed to be the speedster he could potentially be. Wally wants HR to train him, but he's like, nah. It's fucking brilliant. He just goes, nah. It changes halfway through or later in the episode, but we'll get to that later. The mysterious woman that Stein keeps having memory flashes of is actually his daughter. He created his own aberration by interacting with his younger self. He told his younger self to not ignore Clarissa, which obviously made him ignore her a lot less, making them have some sex, getting a kid. Cisco finds Barry's future message and gets even more mad with him again. And Barry says he's going to tell everyone when the alien shit's all over, but Cisco raised his voice. Sarah overheard, and then Barry ends up telling everyone. The team doesn't take it well, and they don't think they can trust him. Sarah goes mental because she knows the precautions of changing the timeline. And where are we? Yeah, second game by the way is in the championship, first game in championship. We're at home to Birmingham. The team we played though is a 4-1-2-1-2 formation this time. Donnarumma in goal, Martin Hutchinson, Dudar Cummings, Figueira, Leonardo Bittencourt, new signing, David Raul. In cam we've got Wild, new signing Takuma Asano, and new signing Mamadou Kone. We'll get into the signings in a little bit though. I'm going to speed through this so we can get some FIFA done as well. Team wants Barry to sit out, and Oliver says no because it's a team up. He got them together. He needs to be in it or to win the actual whole thing. Oliver says no, this is ridiculous, and then gets told to stay with him by Dig because if Barry's not allowed to, if Oliver says if Barry's not going, it's not going. So say yeah, fuck it. Mick tells Kara how he became Heatwave, that I burned my family alive, and I like to light things on fire. Mick is calling Kara Skirt because he doesn't want to call her Kara or Supergirl. The president was they went to save the president, everyone but Barry and Oliver. It was a trap, the Dominators get them all under mind control. That was the device I was talking about earlier. Dominators then kill the president, rip president, whoever he was. Barry shows Oliver the future newspaper, but it's now written by someone called Judy Green. Obviously, if you remember it was written by Iris West Allen, as we know from The Flash. Actually, no we don't, that's the next episode, I better not mention that. I will mention that point next time though. Oliver tells Barry that Oliver tells Barry how he lost his parents and slightly understands a bit better. The mind control team then lead back to the start of the this links back to the start of the episode. Come back to Star Labs to the fight off Barry and Oliver. Barry takes on the Flyers, so Supergirl, Atom and Firestorm on top of Star Labs. He runs around a little bit, throws lightning bolts at them all at once, but Supergirl, because she's fast as well, she also used heat vision at the same time. She got hit by lightning, and Barry gets hit with heat vision, then falls off Star Labs. Oliver goes versus the Mortals, aka the non-flyers. Wally goes to help though, because Barry's still on the floor. Wally comes past, just makes Sarah, Dig and Thea literally get battered very quickly, but Supergirl flies in, hits Wally and knocks him out for X amount of time. And then Barry leads Supergirl to the warehouse where the machine is. And while that's happening, Oliver holds down the rest of the lads, except Atom and Firestorm. They wasn't to be seen. He looks after Wally basically. He saves his life. The last third of a page of points, Barry makes Supergirl angry to try and get rid of the machine. That doesn't quite work. So he starts to vibrate so fast in front of the machine that Supergirl flies through and destroys it up, saving everyone. But before that happens, Oliver holds off the rest of so well with no arrows until obviously Supergirl destroyed the machine. They're all back to normal, no more mind control for them. HR finally agrees to train Wally. Team break through and decide to trust Barry again. That's fantastic news. The final bit on the Flash episode though is Sarah, Ray, Thea, Oliver and Diggle. So Team Arrow basically, everyone from Arrow, no one from the Flash originally got taken. That's everyone from season 3 of Arrow. They all get taken on board the alien ship. Barry didn't know what was going on, but he tried to save Oliver, but he was a bit too slow unfortunately. So that continues in the 100th episode of Arrow, which is fucking amazing. That'll be part B of this review. But into the FIFA. We do make some half-time substitutions. We bring on Handyman for Wild and Cam. We bring on Thompson for Guerra and CDM. We bring on Onyedinma for Warrow and right mid. But Griffiths, our young striker, has gone to Walsall on loan for a year. Andrew Yayu has accepted a contract. He's now our backup keeper. Butcher, like I've already mentioned, is out for 7 months. Leonardo Bittencourt originally rejected his contract, so we offered him a new one for $33,000 a week, 20+% or plus 20% per goal, and 5-year contract with crucial team player. Pirayu went to Exeter on loan. Takuma Asano, we offered him a loan and $5 million. We already mentioned this in the last episode that Arsenal was thinking about it. That then got accepted, so hashtag welcome Takuma. Bittencourt then accepted that new contract offer, so welcome Leonardo, which means Ferguson also ends up going to Cole. I kept putting off an offer. for 700,000 for Ferguson, because I was hoping I could trade him for Bittercourt, and we did. I've already mentioned the Arsenal substitutions actually. Mamadou Kone, we put an inquiry for him. They said 2.8 million, originally worth 1.7 though, so I put a bid in for 2 million. That then got accepted straight away. Contract we put in for 7,000, 3 years, an important 13th player. That then got rejected, so we put the same offer but changed it to crucial. Tom King, we sold Tom King, 22-year-old keeper, for 140k to Crewe Alexandria. The bid got rejected for not the bid. The contract got accepted again for Mamadou Kone, so we offered him 10k a week, 10% extra per goal, 4 years in crucial. That got accepted, so hashtag welcome Mamadou. The future star did come through as well. Alessandro Blanco is a Brazilian right back. We've already signed him to the first team. He's 59 or 60 something rated. Just to let you know, like, my team is looking already better this year. Mamadou Kone is 71 rated. Takuma Asano is 73 rated. Leonardo Bittencourt is 79 rated. What's his name? Fuck. Donnarumma is 80 rated. Hutchinson is 72 rated. Duidar is 71 rated. Wild is 66 rated. We got 68 rated Handyman as well. We're going to get some more signings. I'm going to get a Cameron and probably hopefully another centre defensive mid. Probably not another CDM. We haven't even got one because he's now out for 7 months, but we're definitely going to get a Cam because we can't put Wild there constantly. Obviously we can keep playing Gregory. I'm going to quickly mention though, the next episode holds 2 cup games. Or not really 2 cup games, a Community Shield game and then a cup game. We start off against, as you can see on the screen right now in that top left, Millwall versus Manchester United in the Community Shield.
That's a great interception.
And we had 1 day rest, so my team isn't fully fit, but I'm still going to play the good signings. I'm going to change the formation up again to try and get a better time with it. But I'm going to keep 2 strikers, I think. What was I going to mention? The second cup game is actually in the EFL Cup. I'm not sure what team it was we're playing, but EFL Cup we lost. We actually won the first round of the EFL Cup, like round 1, and we lost the second round last year. If anything's going to be different this season, it's now. We're out of the pre-season tournament, so hopefully we can finish mid-table in the league like they want us to. Win or get far in the FA Cup, win the EFL Cup, or get far in the EFL Cup and get far in the Checker Trade Trophy, and the Euro League we're in as well. We've got plenty of competition. There's probably going to be about 40 episodes this season, where I hope to aim for that. But that's going to do it for the commentary. If you did enjoy the review and the FIFA behind it, even though I did shit, we did lose this game 1-0. Be sure to smash the like button. Any suggestions you have, put them in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content. Turn your notifications on as well so you know when I upload. Thank you for watching. And before we go, I will quickly just mention that it's currently 10 o'clock, so this video will be uploaded tomorrow after college. Well, then I'll work on more then. Thank you for watching. See you later and have a nice day.
Well, only 2 more minutes to be added on by the referee now. And he's threaded the pass through neatly. Asano! Well, in a game where the opposition have run out of time.